Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well. Smash me a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. We're here to talk about obviously the exits that have finally been announced from Leeds United, and of course the news that Bornau could well be announced today at some point. We might have gone a little bit early. It might be announced 5-6, and you might see me again this evening. But Sebastian Bornau looks like he will be on his way to Leeds United. You can see there from the news just beneath. It's considered a done deal, all done and sealed with Wolfsburg. The 26-year-old centre-back will sign a contract until 2029, with the transfer fee making its way upwards towards, I think it was 6 million euros, which is next to nothing, which is a pittance. And then Florian Plettenberg did finish with announcements soon, and I've seen a lot of places picked that up now. Roger, I can see you being very positive, my man. Let's say hello to the chat. Alfie, big up to you, my man. Roger says, are we going to get some real news today, unlike yesterday's waffle? I'm not happy. Good point, Roger, says the nib. Afternoon, fella, says Gav. Big up to Vic, who says drive home sorted. Thank you. I'm glad I could be of service. Luke B says, afternoon, all the best to Firpo. Shame, but leaves a legend. Got some thoughts on Firpo. Have you watched his video? If you've watched his video, Firpo wanted to stay. However, it was never a possibility, he says. He said, I was all ready to stay. The video is beautiful, by the way. Big up to Junior. He says, I was all ready to stay, but the possibility wasn't on the table, he said. Now, whether or not that's agreeing over term you can be here, like years, he might have only got offered a 2-year deal, it might have been reduced terms, all that sort of stuff. But he did say, I was prepared to stay, but that offer was not on the table. He does say that on his goodbye video. So, and do you know what? His goodbye video is absolutely beautiful. And I think we've been on a massive journey with Junior. We'll start there. We have been on a massive journey with Junior. I was on a video once saying I'm a better left back than Junior Firpo. If you go into the Content Creator Cup, you will see that I am a better left back than Junior Firpo, but that's by the by. But he was poor. He was poor for a long period. Injuries didn't help. COVID time, all that sort of stuff. We paid a lot of money for him, but he stayed when others didn't. And what a renaissance! What a turnaround he had. So yeah, it's sad to see him go, but if Leeds opt for Goodmanson and another, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. They might have to get another actually as well, because I don't know if you guys clocked Isaac Schmidt's agent was speaking in Bild, German publication. I'll put that across the bottom now as well. I don't know if you got caught of that, but his agent, who is Baikal Belushi, said this in Bild, which is a German publication. In a World Cup year, the top priority shouldn't be to focus on finances. Instead, it's all about one thing. Where can I play the most games to prove myself? I'm convinced we'll find a very good solution for him this summer. So he's contracted to Leeds for a while. I don't see a sale happening. So that one there could end up being a loan for Schmidt to get game time potentially. Because they've mentioned that it's not about the finances. We don't want him to get more money or anything like that. It's all about him playing. But that throws a bit of a spanner in the work. But Farke, I don't know. He said they've got a plan for me. He played towards the end of the season. Is the manager going to trust him enough to get enough games in the Premier League? You would say the jury is out on that just due to how much he did use him in the Championship. Not saying there isn't a player there, but his agent, I guess if Schmidt does want to go to the World Cup, he does need to play. So his agent's been speaking about that. So that might be one to watch, as it were. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. It's the first time we've heard anything on Schmidt. Let's get back to the chat before we get into the meat and potatoes. Michael Isle says, hi, Joe, hardworking lad. Thank you, mate. Stephen Tufts says, afternoon, Joe. Katrina says, afternoon. Pete says, hi, guys. Hit the like button. It costs nothing. It doesn't. Please hit the like button. And please do subscribe to the channel as well. if you want to know what subscribe means, because I was laughing earlier listening to Leeds, that Rocco's son asked his dad, what does subscribe mean? Subscribe means that you just follow the channel. It isn't going to cost you anything, by the way, because I know Kershaw said his mum still thinks that you have to pay to subscribe. It's totally free. It's just a way of helping support the channel, and it shows more people follow. Yeah, so if you're watching, please do subscribe, because as it stands, folks, we are on 34,969. So we're just 31 subscribers away now from 35k. So if you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Marcus says, private jet not long landed at Leeds Bradford Airport. Could it be the little Swedish left back? Eyes emoji. I'm not sure, because in Graham Smith's report, he said that it's made gradual progress, but not an awful lot of progress on the Goodmanson deal. So I'm not too sure. So we'll have to wait and see. Damar, big up to you, bro. I hope you're doing what? Well, I hope you're doing what? Not happy about what? We're signing half the Giants in the Bundesliga. I know, right? The Nib, poor former game mate, try to get me with these names. They are impressive, though, lad. Thorne says, hello, Joe. That farewell, I'm crying. I'm not crying. Yeah, Aisha, it was rough going, wasn't it? It was rough going. But what a beautiful tribute from Junior, to be fair. And it shows how much we did get into him for him to take the time to do that. Not all of them do that. So, good afternoon, Joe, the man who is never still. Well, I say moments, half an hour before doing this, I was sleeping, mate. I went for a nap because I didn't sleep well because of the heat. And I know this sounds mad because I hate the rain, but I am glad it's raining, because it's cooling it right down. It's not grey here now. It's quite grey. It's rainy. I actually went from a nap with my windows shut, so that tells you all you need to know. Big up to Richard Walker. Luke T says the farewell did have me emotional. Yeah, Luke B says, cheers for the daily news. We are here to have a catch up and a chinwag with our Joe. I hope I give you news as well, hell. But yeah, thank you for that. Elite Warfare, big up. Afternoon, Oliver. Furpo, you either die a villain or live long enough to be a hero. That's so true, Jim. Because he could have died a villain like the likes of Koch and Christensen and all these. But yeah, he stayed. Now then, mate, hope you're good, says Ryan Gillen. I'm good, man, thank you. Paul says, hi, Joe, keep up the great work. Roger Mosley says, Bono is a shite signing. You don't even know who he is, bro, let's be honest. Mr. Dodo says, oi, oi. Oi, my guy. Hi, Joe. It's a rare thing to catch a live. Hope you are doing great, says Ali Al Smith. I'm doing well, mate. I'm all the better for you being able to catch me doing a live. How many centre-backs? Well, considering we only had 2, well, 3 if you count the bio, but the bio is going to go out on loan. So we have Creswell and we have Strauch. That's not enough. We had to have Ampadu play there, and you can't have that in the Premier League. So now we've got Biol, Bornu, Rodon, and Strauch. You now have 4. Done. Happy days. It looks like we're building from the back first. We're looking at midfield. Then we'll get into them forward areas, which excite us the most, based on because Roger doesn't know him. That's why. Let's have a look. If you don't like what Joy's saying, then feck off elsewhere. No, I don't, mate. It is what it is. Big up Joe, says Stuart Jennings. Big up to you, man. Damar says, I'll be honest, I know you're not the only one, Damar. I know there's a few people that feel that way, that are glad that he's gone on to pastures new. You know, let's say, right. So this is where, if Leeds didn't offer him a contract, the manager has a big say in that, right? The manager will have a massive say in that. So, when people talk about, the manager likes his favourites or whatever, but also realize that, Junior's not good enough, he won't get praise for that. Because because he makes the decisions around this gaff, right? He's the manager. He'll have said, yeah, offer him because I want him. He's made that decision. But he'll not get the praise for that, but then we'll be... Do you know what I mean? It's just... ask for fairness. Like I seen someone say, right decision to move these on. Solomon, I thought, Byram up next, cross fingers. Please let this happen. So on that, Why does it matter? Because Byram's not going to play barely. He's on next to nothing wage-wise. And if we need him in cups or as a last resort, that's fine. Like, we don't need to get rid of every man and the dog just because you don't rate them. And look, we shouldn't have to rely on Byram in the Prem, and we won't. And he's got an offer on the table. It doesn't look like it's been accepted yet, so he'll probably leave. But this notion that you have to get this guy out of his job and he has to leave our football club, I'll never understand. And then people will call it sentiment FC or whatever. And, I seen someone on about me and Jack over there, you know, saying, you lads would still love Ayling and that playing for us. But then, Firpo's gone, and that should be, he'd also come under that. I don't know. It's just, sometimes I do find myself scratching my head, but hey, I wish I had the strength and could be asked to get into war of the words with people on Twitter, but I genuinely can't be asked because some of the takes are just madness and make no sense. Mike says, Mike McAndrew, afternoon, Joe, just in time for the bus journey home. Glad I could be of service, bro. I think the board offered him reduced terms and pretty much told him he won't be first choice this time. And there you go. I don't think he was dropping the shade, Jim. He wasn't. He was just saying I'd have liked to have stayed, and that possibility wasn't there. Video is lovely, but a shame the contract wasn't on the table. But he leaves us all crying rather than cheering. Yeah. I think it's just the deal we offered. Probably, yeah. Chris says, why are we buying £5 million players? Joke, 2 players from a shocking team. 100%. As usual, Fekir Melier gone. Yeah, no, not yet. He's still under contract, so we'll have to wait for an offer there. Quite emotional, if I'm honest, says Sonny. There you go. Big up to Sarah. Nice to see you, love. I hope Leeds can get Douglas Luiz over the line. What a difference maker that could be. He would be. But again, the sources, they're not from anywhere credible. They're not. So I don't think it's ever in the offing. If you want my honest opinion, I don't think it's ever in the offing. If it ain't coming, look, if it hasn't been, for me, this summer, if it hasn't been rubber stamped or ratified by press this side of the water, then take it with a pinch of salt. Because Romano and Matteo Moretti, and I've got no shade to be thrown at them folks, but they went as far as to say the Kristovic deal was done. Over here, we're like, no, and nothing's happened there, so I'm not so sure. So, yeah, we've not seen anyone mention Douglas Luiz. And I think if it was ever going to happen or anywhere close, it would have been rubber stamped by them folks by now. Such a ray of sunshine. And Rogers, a troll. I've clicked now. Even in the champ, he got done a few times. In the Prem again, he'd have no chance. I think that's fair. That's fair. I do think he's improved, but like you say, love the way he didn't give up and wanted to show what he was really like. Schmidt's been wearing a Villarreal shirt in training. I wouldn't read too much into it. Don't blame him, to be fair. If he didn't get minutes in the champ, doubt he will in the Prem. That's Schmidt, of course. Demar says, Schmidt old type, bro. Fuck. Yeah, but what I will say in response to that, though, I'm not getting into the fact stuff because I don't agree with you. But do you think Schmidt should be starting in the Prem? Genuine question. Fair pony's lovely stash. Go well, my sweet prince. Yeah, he ain't got one of them shit ones like Robin Koch. His agent is baiting for a big transfer so he can get his paycheck. Ain't no way he gives a shit about game time. Joe, you only read the papers. 100%, my guy. Byram happening now then. Confirmed. What does that mean? No, I wouldn't say so. He's just not agreed, I guess. I don't know. He's not on any list, is he? Because Rothwell's left, Solomon's left, and Firpo's left. Rothwell's going to Rangers. Literally, Rangers are Championship Leeds 2.0. Both players we wanted and we eventually signed. Who'll be next after Bornu? I think it'll be a midfielder. We may well be after both Siddiqui and Stack, which I would love. I wonder if it's Statch. Subscribing utter walkover price nonsense. No reading newspapers this afternoon. I'll try not, mate. Imagine if I came in and went like with broadsheets. I don't want that Leicester fan on here again. Turned off after 5 minutes. It shouldn't be on a prem. Well, Roger, he's going to be on again, mate. So just don't watch that show. Or better still, don't watch this. Joe introducing a Dear Joe section like the old school newspaper days, just for all the crybabies in the chat. Hope it rains here. So sick of the hay fever. Yeah, João Pedro's just signed a 7-year deal. 1 hour ago, private jet landed in Leeds. Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Hi, do you think any of our under-21s would ever get a chance in the Prem? Eventually, if you're good enough, you're old enough, right? I think Harry Gray will eventually. Rodon, who right back? Rodon's not been dropped. Jet from Sweden coming in. Graham Smith hasn't yet had an update from his wacko source yet. True, mate. True. I think Harry Gray will get into this team earlier. I hope so. People always be acting Delulu on Twitter. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. I genuinely, if I didn't do this as work, I'd get rid of all my social media. Powerless over people, places, and things, brother. You are correct. Big up Leeds Therapy. He says, fat, apparently, Peacock enters the chat. Who said this? Who said this? I hope you aren't throwing shade at me, son. Yeah, I've lost half a stone, by the way. But big up to Paul. Hope you're doing well, mate. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope things are well. Meaning we should all believe you. Oh, forget Roger. Let's leave it. Depends what position potentially you could start. Yeah, what position then? Give me the position. Apparently we tried to sign Kepa over the weekend, but Arsenal offered better wages. I mean, if that was true, then I wouldn't have minded Kepa, to be honest. And don't say everyone is shit from his time at Chelsea. He'd have been good enough for us. Hey up, Joe lad. Too many players. We way overpriced this year. This is football now, bro. It's just we've been away from it for a few times. But yeah, let's jump into the main stories then. From he could start on the wing in the Prem. Nah, not for me. Football is about opinions, bro, but not for me. No. So Junior Firpo leaves Leeds United now. I think we all know he's going to Betis. He was seen training in a Mark Rocker Betis shirt. That's his home. So listen, he joined from Barcelona, spent 2 years playing in the Premier League, and they were poor, if we're being honest. But then he gave everything to see us return back to the Premier League. Regular starter, kept 25 clean sheet, played 35 matches in all comps across last season. And he was pretty special in forward areas, wasn't he? 10 assists he got for his teammates, while also scoring 4 goals in the famous white shirt. Scored in that 6-0 victory over Stoke. We fell in love with him in the end. He fell in love with us, and I think he'll be one of them players that will have cult hero status for the rest of his days, and we'll speak about Leeds and maybe even come back to Leeds, when he's old and grey. So yeah, 119 games for Leeds United and will always be remembered in history as part of the title-winning team. Centurions, man. So yeah, like big up to Junior. I hope him and his family go well, and we get to see him, back soon. Yeah. That mic you use is shit, Joe. Is it, bro? What's up with it this time, mate? Is the sound not great? Is the sound not great? I do apologize, pal. I'm getting I need to buy a compressor, mate. I'm buying a compressor which will hopefully improve it. What's actually up with it, mate? I mean, this is the standard podcast mic. This is what most people have got. It's probably just my technology or tech. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Big up. Just a troll then. Probably someone on his burner. Thank you, Manor and Joe. Joe will return to parent clubs as champions. Yeah, it's not supposed to, is it? That's why I need a compressor, because I was speaking to Dan Moylan. So basically, a compressor makes the loud bits quieter and the quieter bits louder. So I think that will help with that. So I'll keep my mouth here, but then when I can afford the compressor, I'll sort it, folks. Don't you worry. So yeah, JUSTJOE return to their parent clubs. As we know, Manor Solomon's gone back to Spurs. Is he even out of Israel yet? I'm not sure. I know he was over there, but I think they want to have a look at him. So I don't think... The thing is with Solomon, because he knows the manager, he knows the squad, that could happen late in the window. It could happen late in the window. With regards to Joe Rothwell, I know a lot of people at the time would have said, yeah, he could do a job. I've probably said it at some point, but it's a level up, isn't it? It's a level up, and he didn't get on at Bournemouth. We want to be surpassing them, hopefully, so... And he's gone to Rangers, so no disrespect to this. Well, I suppose if you say it's up, Sonny. If you say that if you start a sentence with no disrespect, you're going to throw some disrespect, I think, aren't you? So yeah, Scottish League is not the best, so he's gone there, but I think he'll sort it. He definitely will sort it. Honestly, I'll buy it, but it's not great. I actually preferred, I know people don't agree, I actually preferred the one, it was something different, where it had the low fields across the front. That was my preference, but I don't like the on the arms and the neck. Don't like it, man. So yeah, I'll buy it, but yeah, it's not for me. Nah, see, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it, to be honest. So that's just me, though. That's just me. One second. Sorry, I'm just checking some. Right, okay. Just because we might have some exciting news regarding like kits and stuff, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's have a look. Blue one should be nice. Yeah, definitely it should be. What is the shirt leak? Haven't seen it yet. It's doing the rounds. 1 second, mate. I'll get it up for you. Let's have a look. I'm not a massive fan, if I'm honest, but let me just have a look. Where is it? It's got warm in here all of a sudden. Let me just search. There we go. Oh, fuck off. Wants me to use an ad block. I was on Footy Headlines. Can someone tag me in it if they've got it? I've seen it. Someone will have to tag me in it on Twitter. Give me the no. Joe Wayman out the no in response to which one? What's the third kit? I've not seen that one, Gavin, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. And even, yeah, you know me though, man. If it was announced, I'd fucking be like, yeah. But I don't think it's happening. Definitely not. Here we go. Oliver's tagged me in it. Thank you, Oliver. Here's the kit. This is in the club shop, I'd imagine, as well, so it's legit. Thanks, Oliver, for that, mate. There is the kit. Basically, you might not be able to make it out from there. Let me see if I can zoom in. It doesn't normally zoom in on pictures well. No, it doesn't. Let me see if I can zoom in this way. So basically, where the arms are, and across the collar is like the Lowfields tunnel pattern: blue, yellow, white, blue, yellow, white. So it's it's a white shirt in it. What can you really do? But yeah, the weird bricks, weird bricks on the side. I prefer the one across the middle, something different. But everybody, it's things. So we move. But yeah, yeah. I mean, he would be. He would be. Yeah, I'm not. Listen, it's a Leeds kit. I'll speak on it. I'll probably purchase it, and then we'll go from there, won't we, folks? So yeah. Has Roger gone off? Has it? Big up. He was just trolling at that point. It was probably the guy from earlier that got put in the bin. I haven't Remy, but I would be on board with a black one, mate. I can't lie to you. 100%. I'd be well on board with that. Yeah, he definitely had everyone on strings for a period there, Sonny. So from New Year's Day 24 until the end of 24-25, Junior Firpo got the most assists of any player in the Championship, and across the top 4 tiers of English football, only Mo Salah was more creative. Wow, there you go. There you go. Third kit looks black and gold. But listen, folks, that's it for latest news. Bornu, we might get an announcement tonight, I think. I genuinely think we might get an announcement tonight. Maybe video stuff's going down. We'll wait and see. Kit soon come, maybe Friday. We have the fact that the likes of Solomon, Rothwell, and Junior Firpo have left the football club onto pastures new and all that. And we're going to be getting a new look. Like, you're going to have the right back will be Bogle, deservedly so. Rodon, Biol. Then what we're looking at in terms of a new left back, and see where we go from there, you know. So yeah, we will have to wait and see. But it looks like they're building from the back, get a decent spine, and we give ourselves a chance, man. We give ourselves a chance. Fab Bomber. Nottingham Forest have agreed deal with Olympic Lyon for Fofana, but no agreement yet on player side. Fofana waiting for Champions League clubs, with Chelsea still keen on the player. There has been a lot of exits, you know, from Lyon already. When else was it? Who else has gone? I seen Mikatadze linked to Sunderland. I saw Lacazette's going to Saudi. Damari Gray's going back to the Championship, by the way, for Birmingham, which is a mad one. João Pedro's gone Chelsea. Yeah, man, there's loads of stuff happening, isn't there? There is loads of stuff happening. Jamal Lewis, no, definitely not. No. New stories on now, is it? I thought it was 5 o'clock. I genuinely thought it was 5 o'clock, the new store. Let me have a look. Let me just check. No, it's not. It's not as of yet. I don't think it's there yet, folks. I think it's supposed to be on at 5, but we'll wait and see. Joe Tiff saying, well, we may be, but this guy, has he got all right? I've tried to follow him, he won't accept my follow request. So, yeah, he's had enough, hasn't he? He's had enough. He still gets some. I still get some people message me and that with things like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, oh, "Please, come on now. How do you not know at this stage?" But fair play to him. Yeah, I don't know about the app. But well, is it by Fanatics? Are you getting Leeds United? Let's have a look. No online store is live. Are you sure? The link that I've got, no. One second. Oh, so it is. Okay. So it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Why is that? Why is that wrong then? 1 second. Why is that like that? Why doesn't that URL work? Sorry, I'm working through something in my mind. Right, okay, cool. I will look into that. Yeah, it does, Jay. You're right. If Tifo doesn't say happening, no, yeah, exactly. No worries. Okay, thank you for updating me on that site stuff anyway. Listen, smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit that notification bell and all that jazz. I think we might be live again a little bit later on to talk about Bonnie, but we shall see. Anyway, thanks as always for watching the Just Joe Football Show, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.